Well, the latest jobs report, it was much better than expected.
The Labor Department says employers added 261,000 jobs last month. That's better than the 200,000 economists had expected. The unemployment rate rose to 3.7%. The numbers show that the jobs market remains strong, but that could continue to push wages higher, causing inflation to be worse. The Fed raised interest rates again this week, saying it had to see signs inflation was slowing. This report seems to back that up. Fox News anchor Shannon Bream with Fox News Sunday joins me now. Good morning to you.
Good to see you, Brandon.
So this jobs report seems to offer plenty of ammunition for both Democrats and Republicans to use on the campaign trail before Tuesday. Democrats pointing to good jobs news, Republicans pointing to growing inflation.
Yeah, and that is the top issue. Over and over again, a polling that we've seen all year. Others have come and gone in the top 5, but the economy and inflation and worries about it have stayed in that #1 spot. So Democrats are out there trying to say, listen, there have been some improvements. Just give us more time. We've passed the legislation that will eventually work to turn things around. Republicans saying you've had 2 years. Inflation is at 40-year highs. And people have the reality of going to the grocery store every week, going to the gas pump every week. They know what it means to their bottom line. And we know historically a couple of bad things for this president and his party. The first midterm for any president is usually difficult for his party, not a good sign. And when the economy is not doing well, people punish the party in power. That's where they vent their frustration. So Democrats have an uphill battle come Tuesday.
Yeah, and it's sort of an interesting strategy as well for former President Trump as he campaigns. Some candidates have tried to keep their distance from him. Others have embraced him.
Yeah, and that's been very interesting to watch, especially in the primaries. He made a lot of endorsements that, for the most part, he's got a great record in getting his candidates through the primary. The real test for him will be how they do in the actual general election. That's where they've had a tougher time. Many Democrats were happy to see people that were endorsed by the former president end up as the winners of their primaries. They feel like they're more extreme. They're easier to tackle in a general election. So what happens Tuesday night may impact when he actually makes an announcement about whether he's going to run again or not. We'll have to wait and see. But we've had former President Obama out there, President Biden, and some candidates have chosen to not to go with on the campaign trail with President Biden because it depends on their district and their state whether that's a plus or a minus, these former leaders.
So let's talk real quick about who you have on the big show Sunday morning. No doubt you'll be talking about the midterms.
Absolutely. We've got pollsters. We're going to break it all down with our panelists. We have got one of the top Democrats in the House, James Clyburn. He's going to join us to talk about where there were missed opportunities, what happens to all of their committee assignments and investigations like the January 6th committee. We've got Republican Governor Kevin Stitt out of Oklahoma as well. He's really struggling in a very deep red state. What is going on there? Are Republicans kind of getting ahead of themselves on all this talk of a red tsunami? We'll break it all down on Sunday.
We will be watching Fox News Sunday with Shannon Bream right here at 8 o'clock. Shannon, thanks.
Thanks, Brandon.